16 foods that could lower your risk of cancer. Before we dive into the video, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. What you eat can drastically affect many aspects of your health, including your risk of developing chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. The development of cancer, in particular, has been shown to be heavily influenced by your diet. Many foods contain beneficial compounds that could help decrease the growth of cancer. There are also several studies showing that a higher intake of certain foods could be associated with a lower risk of the disease. This video will delve into the research and look at 16 foods that may lower your risk of cancer. Number 1. Broccoli. Broccoli contains sulforaphane, a plant compound found in cruciferous vegetables that may have potent anti-cancer properties. One test tube study showed that sulforaphane reduced the size and number of breast cancer cells by up to 75%. Similarly, an animal study found that treating mice with sulforaphane helped kill off prostate cancer cells and reduced tumor volume by more than 50%. Some studies have also found that a higher intake of cruciferous vegetables like broccoli may be linked to a lower risk of colorectal cancer. One analysis of 35 studies showed that eating more cruciferous vegetables was associated with a lower risk of colorectal and colon cancer. Including broccoli with a few meals per week may come with some cancer-fighting benefits. However, keep in mind that the available research hasn't looked directly at how broccoli may affect cancer in humans. Instead, it has been limited to test tube, animal, and observational studies that either investigated the effects of cruciferous vegetables or the effects of a specific compound in broccoli. Thus, more studies are needed. Number 2. Grapes. A plant chemical called resveratrol, an antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory hides in grape skins, especially purple and red ones. Studies have shown they may keep cancer cells from growing and inhibit tumors, according to the American Institute for Cancer Research. Cancers they may fight: the liver, stomach, breast, and colon. Number 3. Tomatoes. Tomatoes get their bright red color from an antioxidant called lycopene, which can protect cells from damage and kill those that aren't growing properly, Doyle says. They also may protect skin from cancer by absorbing UV light, says Wilhelm Stahl, Ph.D., professor and antioxidant researcher at the University of Düsseldorf in Germany. Cancers they may fight: breast, lung, endometrial, skin, prostate, and mouth. Watched the video so far? Then show some support and hit the subscribe button. Cooked or processed tomato-based foods, juice, sauce, pasta, soup, even ketchup, have the most lycopene because heat releases more of this nutrient and allows your body to absorb it more easily. Not a tomato lover? You can get lycopene in pink grapefruit and watermelon, too. Number 4. Cruciferous veggies. Cruciferous veggies, think broccoli, kale, and cabbage, contain potential cancer fighters such as glucosinolates, crambine, and indole-3-carbinol, says the American Institute for Cancer Research. They also contain sulforaphane, which may keep cancer at bay by helping rid the body of carcinogens and inhibit the growth of cancer cells, according to research from the Roswell Park Cancer Institute in Buffalo, New York. Cancers they may fight: stomach, breast, skin, mouth, pharynx, larynx, and esophageal. Try broccoli, cauliflower, bok choy, kale, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage in the salad. Eat veggies raw or lightly steamed because they lose powerful phytochemicals when overcooked. Number 5. Garlic. Garlic contains unique antioxidant phytochemicals called allyl sulfides that seem to intervene in several steps of the cancer process, says Karen Collins, RD, CDN, nutrition advisor to the American Institute for Cancer Research. A 2007 study in the Journal of Nutrition suggests that these compounds inhibit colon tumor formation and cell growth. Cancers it may fight: stomach, esophageal, breast, lung, and colon. Also, add garlic salt or powder to ground beef while making burgers or sprinkle it on pizza. Number 6. Tea. Tea is chock full of antioxidants called catechins, which lab studies have found may stop the growth of cancer cells and reduce the size of cancerous tumors. Cancers it may fight: colon, liver, breast, prostate, lung, skin, bladder, stomach and pancreatic. Sip hot or cold green tea instead of coffee. It has less caffeine and no calories if you go sugarless. Black tea offers benefits, but green tea has 3 times more catechins, according to the American Institute of Cancer Research. Number 7. Flaxseed. Flaxseed contains an antioxidant called lignans, which may help the body rid itself of carcinogens, and omega-3 fatty acids, which are believed to reduce inflammation and boost the body's immune system, says Krista Haynes, RD, nutrition advisor for NutriBullet. Try cooking or baking with flaxseed meal, flour, and oil, all found at health food stores, or sprinkle ground flaxseed on cereal, oatmeal, or salads. Number 8. Legumes. They may be tiny, but legumes such as peas, beans, and lentils pack a big nutritional punch. They contain natural phytochemicals that are uniquely different from those in vegetables and whole grains, Collins says. These include saponins, protease inhibitors, and phytic acid, which lab studies reveal may prevent the reproduction of cancer cells. Fiber, too, can decrease your risk of colon cancer, according to a meta-analysis of studies published in the journal BMJ in 2011. Cancers they may fight, colon and stomach, among others. Top salads with lentils and peas. Whip up lentil or pea soup, add pea pods to your stir-fry or nosh on plain old peanuts. Try this lentil and bulgur pilaf with green and yellow squash. Number 9. Whole grains. People who get their fill of whole grains have a 21% to 43% lower risk of cancer than those who eat little to none, according to a study from the School of Public Health at the University of Minnesota. Unlike refined grains, whole grains have the bran and germ layers, which are packed with antioxidants and other nutrients. Watched the video so far? Then show some support and hit the subscribe button. They also contain fiber, which, when fermented in the colon, may produce substances that protect cells from cancer-causing agents, Collins says. Cancers they may fight: breast, colon, and stomach. Bake with whole wheat flour and have oatmeal for breakfast. Eat sandwiches made with whole wheat bread. Whole wheat should be the first word on the ingredient list and replace white rice with wild or brown. Number 10. Dark green leafy vegetables. These emerald-hued veggies contain folate and carotenoids. Carotenoids are antioxidants that aid cell-to-cell communication that controls cell growth, while folate is essential to protect our DNA, the starting point of any change that leads to cancer, Collins says. Cancers they may fight: breast, skin, lung, stomach, mouth, pharynx, and larynx. Add spinach to omelets and swap it for iceberg lettuce in salads. Throw in romaine lettuce, leaf lettuce, and Swiss chard, too. For dinner, lightly sauté mustard greens, collard greens, and kale in olive oil and a squirt of lemon. Make sautéed spinach with toasted sesame oil. Number 11. Carrots. Several studies have found that eating more carrots is linked to a decreased risk of certain types of cancer. For example, an analysis looked at the results of 5 studies and concluded that eating carrots may reduce the risk of stomach cancer by up to 26%. Another study found that a higher intake of carrots was associated with 18% lower odds of developing prostate cancer. One study analyzed the diets of 1,266 participants with and without lung cancer. It found that current smokers who did not eat carrots were 3 times as likely to develop lung cancer, compared to those who ate carrots more than once per week. Try incorporating carrots into your diet as a healthy snack or delicious side dish just a few times per week to increase your intake and potentially reduce your risk of cancer. Still, remember that these studies show an association between carrot consumption and cancer, but don't account for other factors that may play a role. Number 12. Beans. Beans are high in fiber, which some studies have found may help protect against colorectal cancer. One study followed 1,905 people with a history of colorectal tumors and found that those who consumed more cooked, dried beans tended to have a decreased risk of tumor recurrence. An animal study also found that feeding rats black beans or navy beans and then inducing colon cancer blocked the development of cancer cells by up to 75%. According to these results, eating a few servings of beans each week may increase your fiber intake and help lower the risk of developing cancer. However, the current research is limited to animal studies and studies that show an association but not causation. More studies are needed to examine this in humans, specifically. Watched the video so far? Then show some support and hit the subscribe button. Number 13. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is well known for its health benefits, including its ability to reduce blood sugar and ease inflammation. In addition, some test tube and animal studies have found that cinnamon may help block the spread of cancer cells. A test tube study found that cinnamon extract was able to decrease the spread of cancer cells and induce their death. Another test tube study showed that cinnamon essential oil suppressed the growth of head and neck cancer cells, and also significantly reduced tumor size. An animal study also showed that cinnamon extract induced cell death in tumor cells, and also decreased how much tumors grew and spread. Including 1/2–1 teaspoon 2 to 4 grams of cinnamon in your diet per day may be beneficial in cancer prevention, and may come with other benefits as well, such as reduced blood sugar and decreased inflammation. However, more studies are needed to understand how cinnamon may affect cancer development in humans. Number 14. Olive oil. Olive oil is loaded with health benefits, so it's no wonder it's one of the staples of the Mediterranean diet. Several studies have even found that a higher intake of olive oil may help protect against cancer. One massive review made up of 19 studies showed that people who consumed the greatest amount of olive oil had a lower risk of developing breast cancer and cancer of the digestive system than those with the lowest intake. Another study looked at the cancer rates in 28 countries around the world and found that areas with a higher intake of olive oil had decreased rates of colorectal cancer. Swapping out other oils in your diet for olive oil is a simple way to take advantage of its health benefits. You can drizzle it over salads and cooked vegetables, or try using it in your marinades for meat, fish or poultry. Though these studies show that there may be an association between olive oil intake and cancer, there are likely other factors involved as well. More studies are needed to look at the direct effects of olive oil on cancer in people. Number 15. Turmeric. Turmeric is a spice well known for its health-promoting properties. Curcumin, its active ingredient, is a chemical with anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and even anti-cancer effects. One study looked at the effects of curcumin on 44 patients with lesions in the colon that could have become cancerous. After 30 days, 4 grams of curcumin daily reduced the number of lesions present by 40%. Watched the video so far? Then show some support and hit the subscribe button. In a test tube study, curcumin was also found to decrease the spread of colon cancer cells by targeting a specific enzyme related to cancer growth. Another test tube study showed that curcumin helped kill off head and neck cancer cells. Curcumin has also been shown to be effective in slowing the growth of lung, breast, and prostate cancer cells in other test tube studies. For the best results, aim for at least 1/2–3 teaspoons 1 to 3 grams of ground turmeric per day. Use it as a ground spice to add flavor to foods, and pair it with black pepper to help boost its absorption. Number 16. Fatty fish. Some research suggests that including a few servings of fish in your diet each week may reduce your risk of cancer. One large study showed that a higher intake of fish was associated with a lower risk of digestive tract cancer. Another study that followed 478,040 adults found that eating more fish decreased the risk of developing colorectal cancer, while red and processed meats actually increased the risk. In particular, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and anchovies contain important nutrients such as vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids that have been linked to a lower risk of cancer. For example, having adequate levels of vitamin D is believed to protect against and reduce the risk of cancer. In addition, omega-3 fatty acids are thought to block the development of the disease. Aim for 2 servings of fatty fish per week to get a hearty dose of omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D, and to maximize the potential health benefits of these nutrients. Still, more research is needed to determine how fatty fish consumption may directly influence the risk of cancer in humans. The bottom line is, as new research continues to emerge, it has become increasingly clear that your diet can have a major impact on your risk of cancer. Although there are many foods that have the potential to reduce the spread and growth of cancer cells, current research is limited to test tube, animal, and observational studies. More studies are needed to understand how these foods may directly affect cancer development in humans. In the meantime, it's a safe bet that a diet rich in whole foods, paired with a healthy lifestyle, will improve many aspects of your health. That's it for this video, hope this helps. If you liked the video, then give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and for more interesting videos, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have any questions about this video, or health, or fitness, then leave a comment, and we'll get back to you. Until next time.